So, you've probably heard the name OpenClaw floating around the tech world lately. But here's the crazy part. Depending on who you talk to, you're going to get two totally different stories about what it even is. Yeah, let's get into it because this is a wild tale of two projects that somehow, against all odds, share the exact same name.
So, which one is it? Is OpenClaw this groundbreaking AI that everyone's buzzing about? Or is it a throwback project for a 90s video game? Well, the weird thing is, it's both. And that's exactly the mystery we're going to solve today.
I mean, if you just go and Google OpenClaw, you're going to get hit with this wall of confusion. One headline is screaming about an AI agent with 250,000 GitHub stars. The very next link, it's a tutorial for a pirate video game from 1997. This isn't just some typo, you know? It's this really fascinating story of a shared identity in the digital world. So, okay, let's tackle them one at a time.
All right, first up, let's talk about the one that's been all over the news lately, the OpenClaw AI assistant. This is the project that's really pushing the envelope on what we thought AI was capable of.
Okay, the key word here, the really important one, is autonomous. This thing is not your standard chatbot that just sits there waiting for a prompt. No way. You actually self-host it, you hook it up to a large language model, like a GPT or a Claude, and then it just goes to work for you, right inside the apps you use every day, like WhatsApp or Discord. And when I say it got popular, I mean it exploded. We're talking over 247,000 GitHub stars by March 2026. I mean, to put that into perspective, that's just a meteoric rise. It's genuinely one of the fastest growing, most viral open source projects we have ever seen. But here's a fun part of the story. The project kind of had an identity crisis right out of the gate. It started life as Claudebot, then boom, a trademark complaint forced a change to Moltbot. But get this, just 3 days later, the creator, Peter Steinberger, switched it again to OpenClaw, basically because he just thought it sounded better. It's kind of perfect, right? That chaotic naming journey totally reflects the project's insane breakneck speed. Yeah, we're way beyond just asking for the weather here. This thing can run 24/7, doing things proactively without you even asking. It can execute shell commands, take over your browser for you, and it actually has persistent memory, so it learns from your conversations. And the community has jumped on board, contributing over 5,000 skills, so it's getting smarter and more capable literally every single day. And if you want a perfect example of just how autonomous this thing is, look no further than what everyone's calling the molt match incident. A user's OpenClaw agent, totally on its own, decided he needed a dating profile. So it created one for him on this AI-only platform, Molt Match, and even started vetting potential matches for him. It did all this without a single direct command. I mean, it's an incredible display of power, but it also throws up some pretty serious ethical red flags, right? And look, even the project's own maintainers get how risky this can be. One of them, Shadow, put out this really blunt warning on their Discord. Basically, they said if you don't know your way around a command line, this thing is way too dangerous for you to use safely. That tells you everything. You're giving an AI the keys to your digital kingdom, and if you don't know what you're doing, things could go south fast. Okay, deep breath. Let's slam on the brakes and throw this thing in reverse. We're going way back, all the way to 1997, because there is a second OpenClaw, and this one has absolutely nothing to do with building the future. It's all about saving the past. Yeah, this OpenClaw is a total passion project. It's a from-scratch, open-source recreation of the game engine for a cult classic 1997 platformer called Captain Claw. The entire goal here isn't innovation, it's digital preservation. It's about making sure this awesome game from back in the day doesn't just fade away and that we can still play it perfectly on our modern machines. So here's a super important tech distinction to make. This is a re-implementation, not emulation. See, emulation tries to trick your computer into thinking it's old hardware, and that can be really inefficient. But a re-implementation? That's brand new code. The developers literally rebuilt the game engine from the ground up in modern C++ so it can read all the old game data. The result? It runs natively on your machine, which means way better performance, and the door is wide open for adding cool new features. And getting it to work is actually pretty simple. The engine itself, totally free, totally open source. You can just download it. But, and this is the important part, to actually play the game, you need all the original assets. You know, the graphics, the sounds, all that good stuff. It's all packed into a single file, claw.res. So you do need to legally own a copy of the original 1997 game to get that file. Once you have it, you just drop it in the same folder as the new engine, double-click, and boom, you're playing a 90s classic. And the payoff is just huge. We're We're talking about playing a game from the Windows 95 era on a modern Mac or Linux machine. You can crank it up to 4K widescreen, use your PlayStation or Xbox controller. It's amazing. And since the whole thing's open source, it's become a paradise for modders. Plus, it means all those amazing fan-made levels from the last couple of decades are saved from being lost forever. You can even run it on a Raspberry Pi. Okay, so we've got the super futuristic, proactive AI agent on one side, and the nostalgic retro game engine on the other. It's time to put them head-to-head and finally put this whole confusion to rest. This right here, this is the aha moment. Let's just walk through it. Purpose: autonomous task automation versus retro game preservation. Tech stack: TypeScript and Node for the AI, C++ for the game. Origin: one started in late 2025, the other is for a game from 1997. The audience couldn't be more different: developers empower users versus gamers and historians. And their key dependency: an LLM for the AI, and that original claw.res file for the game. I mean, they couldn't be more different. In every single way that matters, they are two completely separate projects that just happen to share a name.
So you might be thinking, why does this even matter? It's just a weird coincidence, right? Well, yeah, but it's a coincidence that tells us something really cool about the world of open source. It's this perfect picture of innovation and preservation existing side by side. Think about it. On one side, you've got this rocket ship, this relentless push toward the future, a viral project moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour, trying to figure out what autonomous AI is even going to look like. And on the other side, you've got this careful, meticulous dedication to the past, a passionate community of digital archaeologists, basically, working for years just to make sure a piece of art that they love doesn't disappear. And really, that's the heart of it all. Two completely different projects sharing one name. One is literally building the future, while the other is dedicated to saving the past. And the most beautiful part? Both of them, in their own unique way, are perfect examples of the incredible power of open source collaboration. So it leaves you with this kind of philosophical question, doesn't it? In this world we live in that's so defined by code and GitHub repos, what does a name, a simple name, even mean anymore? Is it just a unique string of characters? Or can it be something more, like a shared banner for the passion to create something new and the passion to save something cherished? Definitely something to chew on.